Welcome back, Powerful Mind. How are you guys doing? We've missed you so much since last time, baby, and we are back and better than ever. And today we are here joined with our original podcast crew. We're here with...
What's up, y'all? It's Markner.
And...
What's poppin', yo? It's your boy Supreme.
And my name's Anaya, and in today's episode, we do discuss what the definition of success looks like in the creative industry and what we feel like that looks like. We talk about the importance of feeling present and feeling your celebrations and wins. And then we also talk about the power of a discipline, mindset, and your mental health, how important all of that is. And the last thing that we talk about is how to overcome generational habits to achieve your goals and not allow it to hold you back. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Roll the intro. No.
Powerful mind.
Yo, first things first, our guy, Markner.
We need a button.
Beep, 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 beep.
Powerful. Oh, that'd be hard.
Oh,
That would be
wait,
hard.
I kind of like that.
That would be hard.
Powerful, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh, you
And
make
that
a female
tonality
voice, you know what I mean?
too,
You know
as
what I mean?
well.
Representation.
Powerful mind.
Powerful
A little
mind.
reverb on that.
Powerful
Makes
mind.
sense.
Mother.
That's
me. Yeah, too harsh. That's too harsh.
It's all right.
Facts.
First things first, we have Markner, who had a big weekend this weekend.
Yes, sir.
What'd you do this weekend? What'd you do?
Yeah, we went and shot the video. Shout out to Perp, Smoke Perp. Shout out to the team over there. We linked up. G-Class TV was in the building.
G-Class.
Man,
G
it was dope.
class.
It was dope. We shot the video to the song we're gonna be releasing. Y'all stay tuned for that. Like I said, this year we are dropping music. We
That's
are
it.
coming
That's it.
so crazy this year,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, the song's a banger. I like it a lot.
It is fire.
Stuff 100.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
Wait,
Don't give them too much. Don't
fire.
give them too
I know,
much. They
that's
don't want to
it.
hear it. They ain't gonna want to hear it.
I don't
They
know
ain't
the
gonna wanna
lyrics
hear it.
like that. That was
it.
you're a true fan. No,
I mean,
that was crazy.
Bruh. Yeah,
I
man.
didn't know the lyrics.
Yeah,
I only heard the
appreciate
song
it,
one
appreciate it.
time, but even hearing it one time, it was like, that is fire. Turn it up.
It's one of those, you know, you just put on and you just good vibe, you know.
Uh-huh.
Bump.
Yeah. So it's coming soon. But the whole time we was down there, we was connecting, we was building. We shot a dope video. Had some dope spots, dope looks. You know, it was Miami, so it was a vibe.
Facts.
Don't want to say too much, but yeah, it was a good weekend, solid weekend.
Nice.
Yup.
So we gonna get right back into it real soon.
Definitely,
Got some more stuff coming
I
up.
seen a scene of, you know, up in the garage, right?
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with that.
Yeah.
That's the spot.
Yeah,
Can't
y'all
go
seen
wrong
the
with
whip too, bro. That
Yeah.
Yeah.
was clean, boy.
What kind of car was it?
Oh.
It's a McLaren or?
Yeah.
Oh,
we had a couple
yeah.
out there. We had a McLaren. There was the new C8. There was also a
Damn.
Rolls Royce out there too.
All
Oh
white,
my
right?
goodness.
Yeah, all white.
That
Yeah.
look crispy.
They came.
Are those
Came with
expensive
it.
to
Came
rent
with
for
it.
like the day?
I mean,
A couple thousands.
Right?
Because I was, you know,
You
just
looked into it
curiously
before,
looking,
right?
like I was trying to get a dope car for some scene, but yeah, it was like I think, yeah, a couple $1,000s.
Especially McLaren. God,
That's what I'm saying, right?
they probably
Yeah.
I mean, it's easy win if you know, like you need what you need. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or if you got people
Yeah.
down there, people just pull
Yeah.
up with their whips
Yeah.
too.
Right,
Not
that's
just like
true.
low key what
Right.
happened. Like,
That's right, right.
No. So, yeah. So
Yeah.
people was just like, hey, I got this. I can pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
True.
But yeah, that's how we did that. So it's gonna be.
That's exciting.
Yo, who
Excited,
was
yeah.
the shooter out there? The director?
We worked with him from Zoe Mollywop. Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out
Mollywop,
Mollywop
okay.
Productions. Yep.
Cool.
Shout out Mollywop. You know, he's you know, he did another one. He did his big one with this one too. So
Word.
I'm excited for people to see it for sure.
Fire.
For sure, it
Fire.
was dope. Super dope.
Yeah, Mollywop was a pretty he was a pretty good guy.
Yeah.
But we were out in Texas for Gorilla Zoe. First of all, his setup is really nice. Like his quality that he has, amazing.
Yeah.
And then also when we were out there, we just had some downtime while we were waiting for like the performances and all that. So me and Ish chopped it up with him, and he's a solid dude. So it was
Fire.
pretty cool to see that you guys brought him
Yeah.
back out for that.
Yep,
It was tough.
we got some more stuff going with him too
Fire.
Yeah.
in Atlanta. So you know, when you find good people, that's a nice thing. That's what I personally love about the industry is when
Yeah.
you link with people who just want to work. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's more
Yeah.
just than the craft. Like we like this. We like making good music, good production, link arms, and then it's
Right.
just smooth
They
sailing.
down to work.
Yes,
down
yes,
to
yes,
work.
yes, yes, 100%.
I actually had somebody ask me today about like, they're like, when you say team, like, what do you mean? Like, people you work with, like, what is that? Like, how does that even happen? How do you find people?
Yeah.
And then, like, as I was sitting there explaining, like, how I met, how I've met everybody I've either worked with or my team or whatever, it's like, it was really interesting to, like, really hear, like, all the different ways that everyone was interconnected.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, so you just, like, knew these people already? I'm like, yes and no. Like yes and no. It's all about, like, first of all, closed mouths do not get fed.
That's facts.
That is a huge thing that I learned.
Yep.
And that,
Yep.
once I really put that in my head, that changed the game for me, okay?
Yeah.
So I don't care. I'm not scared to talk to people and ask them to collab on things or
There you
work
go.
on things together or present
Yep.
ideas to people. Worst thing that they're going to tell you is no. And then it's
Facts.
okay, on to the next,
Facts.
because you're going to find the right people who will help you create your vision and create exactly what you're thinking in your head. So,
Preach.
yeah, so it's really dope, like you said, and really special when you do find those people who you do work very well with.
Yeah.
It's a game changer, because
Yeah.
it's like you said, you have that foundation of people that you can actually make things happen with.
You can rely on. Yeah.
And I feel like that's what we do as well.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
I also realized last time that we didn't talk about your kickball tournament.
I know. I was gonna bring that up.
you was in the kickball tournament?
Yeah, bro. Yeah. See, you was talking about your hooping.
Yeah.
I'm a kickball, bro, and that
I'm
was
dead.
cool. That was
Speak
dope. I was
on
on
it,
Mozzie's
man.
team.
Oh,
really?
Yeah. So K9, the barber, shout out to him, and Kid Pittman. Kid Pittman was helping out too. Nizzy
Yeah.
was there.
Tough.
Shout out to all them boys, but they did a cool thing. They're gonna try and make it an annual thing now.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's fire, bro. My
Yeah, for sure.
my girl was saying too of like they should make like a girls one too. That'd be fire too. I'm sure.
Usually kickball is like co-ed anyways.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
But I think
I
this
don't know.
one only
this
the guys
one, yeah,
wanted
like
to play.
just all guys were playing. So
Right,
you know,
right.
nothing.
Yeah.
It's not like it was no girls allowed.
Right, it
but you know
wasn't,
what I'm
like,
saying?
on
It was just
purpose
like
or
that. That's
anything,
how it
yeah.
was, right? But yeah, it was a couple teams out there. You know, everybody put in their money, and whoever won got $1,000. You know,
Oh.
but they
Right.
split it for the team. You feel me?
It was like $100.
$100 each person. So I was
Yeah.
like, what?
It's a little come
You know,
up, bro.
we was going up there. Yeah, exactly,
It's a little
bro.
like come up, $100.
Exactly, man.
Said, I need to get my blue face.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue team won. They was a stacked team. They was a good team. Boy, John was there. Bennett was on it.
I will tell you why the blue team won.
What's up?
Okay? Pete
Pete.
was on the blue team. Tall African American man. Like, also has an accent, African American.
If I see him, I'll
Anyways.
probably know what you're talking
He has
about.
an accent.
Shout out Pete. Yeah, he just has an accent because, like,
Like, what-
his culture.
Like, where's
Oh,
he
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I was
Yeah.
confused. I was like,
I don't know exactly where
I mean,
he's
like
from.
he's from here.
from? Right.
but
Southern
I mean,
accent
No. I understand that.
No,
yeah,
like,
it makes sense in
you
my
know?
head. Yeah.
Yeah,
The plane
I
landed.
I don't want to
got it.
sound stupid.
The plane
I
landed.
love America.
No, yeah, a little bit of an accent. Nothing too super harsh, but I also don't like even know what to call that accent, and I don't want to sound illiterate or racist.
Yeah, no.
So
I feel you.
I
feel you.
got you.
People say that I have an accent.
that is
I was
insane to
born
me.
here.
Really?
That is actually.
But I
crazy.
mean, it's really accents are just really what you pick up from what you hear. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So like, if like my parents are from Haiti, like so I'm of Haitian descent. You know, even
Right.
though I was born
Right.
here, but I know the Haitian accent. You
Right.
know what
Yeah,
I'm
right,
saying?
right,
So
right.
I could have I could very have a certain like way I speak or I
Right.
pronounce it just from hearing it from other people.
Right.
You know, but
Right.
yeah, I've been told I have an accent.
that's insane.
doubt.
I would never in my life be like, this man has an accent. Would you? Would you ever like say that he has an accent?
No. Maybe some things you like might say just like like what is it like naturally?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Maybe it might
yeah.
come out, but I personally don't think you have an
Yeah,
accent.
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
But I mean,
I
some
really
people think
don't.
you do.
Yeah.
So you know.
Facts.
Yeah.
I also don't know if they're saying that because like I'm black, you know. So, like you have an accent,
Speaking about racism,
right? Yeah. Like what?
Yeah.
No, low key, but yeah. Accents.
yo, that's insane.
That's funny.
That is crazy.
That's funny.
But beep. Going back to what we were talking about. So, anyways, Pete, your team, the team that had
Oh,
Bennett
yeah.
on it, Pete was on it. Another guy, his name is like Joe or something. Pete owns PB Sports Club, which shout out PB Sports Club because they actually sponsor the Powerful Mind event. They were like one of the top tiers in the Powerful Mind event. He was at the Powerful Mind event too.
Yeah.
You probably didn't recognize or anything,
Okay.
but he owns PB Sports Club, and they have kickball tournaments all the time, all year
them
round.
boys was running
So
it.
they know how to play kickball. And like
Yeah.
a couple other people that I saw on the team too, like playing kickball tournaments all the
Word.
time,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And so the reason why I know this is because Ish and I, Pete had asked Ish and I like one time, I feel like it was like, I think it was like 6 months ago now, but he had needed extra people to fill in like a free agent team for like one of their kickball tournaments.
Cool.
So like me and Ish did go, and never again in my life would I do that. Should shout out everybody who does it. It was so organized. It was so serious. Like people really do take like
Yeah.
kickball very seriously,
Yeah, yeah.
just
Oh,
like
yeah,
any other
100%.
sport. And I was just there, never played kickball since like elementary school.
Same.
Did not know how to do nothing. I was like, I am so sorry. I'm going to be the worst on our team, and it's okay. I'm just gonna try my best.
You're just having fun.
But fun is an interesting word. It was hot, but it was hot. I was sweating down my back. I was running around on this field, had no idea what I was doing. I was selling the team a little bit. Like,
Dead, bro.
I was like, oh my gosh.
See, at least it was a little like, it was cool when we was playing. So
Yeah.
it got hot like later, but
Yeah.
having to be hot like that, yeah.
Yeah, and then like everyone was like drinking too, like passing around like Jello shots and stuff
Damn.
like that. Like they were tailgating,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
literally, like all their
Yeah.
tents all like connected, set up in the middle. Like it was
Oh, that's
it was a
dope.
big community, and like that's like so like interesting to me because it's like you really can just find a niche and run with it. Like you can
Facts.
just
Yeah.
find the
Facts,
niche
facts,
and literally
facts,
just
facts,
run, go crazy
Especially
with
nowadays, for sure.
it. And literally go crazy with it because who would have known? I would have never known that there was a
didn't
large community of adults who love kickball.
Yeah,
Like, you
facts,
know,
facts.
I just wouldn't have guessed that.
One of the teams we played, I believe it was a green team, but all them boys, they had like 2 coaches.
That's
They
what
was
I'm saying.
running plays, my boy. They had somebody in the
that's what. Okay,
they
okay,
had somebody
okay.
on third base, like one of them coaches, like in
Yeah,
baseball.
yeah.
Like one of them boys, and they was like running plays, like like it was
Isn't
serious.
that the worst when you play in a team and they got a whole like
Bro.
squad?
And on top
Like,
of that,
yo.
and on top of that, my G, they prayed right before playing.
Oh,
we
yeah.
was all like, "Oh,
Yeah, I was
we
about to get washed.
Oh,
Yeah, it's over with.
But,
It's over
but
with.
it was a good game.
Yeah.
We kept them like it was like they won 1-0.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
we kept them. We was playing
Yeah.
good defense, but our offense was a little.
Well, shaky.
It's all right, but it
shaky.
was cool. We was an underdog at
Yeah.
first. We came back, then we lost.
You're like so still underdog, but it's
all
fine.
It's all
I
right.
want to play a tournament again so bad, bro. I've been playing a tournament.
Yo, I mean,
Because you be getting hurt and stuff.
Minute. Yeah, I got hurt that one time, so I've been like scared to get hurt again.
I
But
would be
like,
too.
feel
If
you.
I was you, I would be too. I don't blame you.
but I mean, like I do my, I'm like out working out
right.
day in there every day now. Like I
Right.
do yoga. Me and Bianca go and do yoga. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like
fire.
stuff to just
Be active.
be active.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, dang, I can't
Bodybuilding.
like never play ball again.
Right.
But at the same time, I would do it. But the like getting hurt now reduces my chance of like actually doing music stuff.
Right.
now. You know
No,
what
I know
I'm
what you're
saying?
saying.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like break a
Absolutely.
leg and now I can't, I'm
Yeah.
stuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's
No,
shows
literally.
and all that stuff. And it's
Right.
like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
so that's I would say like the main reason.
I feel
But
you.
other than that, yeah, we used to play in tournaments like all the time. All the
Tough.
time.
That's why I did
All the
kickball
time.
though, because
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, kickball, like
Can't really
if
get
you
like
get
that.
hurt in kickball,
That's
like
crazy.
you're going crazy.
Like
you feel
you're
me?
going brazy for no reason.
right.
You're getting-
Yeah.
So that's why I
OD,
was like,
OD,
you know
yeah.
what? I'll do kickball. Like,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can do that.
But did you have
Basketball?
fun?
Yeah, it was fire. It was a good
Yeah,
time.
it was
Trey
good.
had fun. Caitlin, she was a good time too, like cheering us on and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. They're gonna hopefully do something annually, so
Yeah,
Damn.
that's
pop
tough.
out. It was a lot of people that went out there, so
Yeah, I
Pretty
heard
dope.
it was a really good
yeah,
turnout.
pretty dope.
I reached
dope.
out to the account because I want to do like a news post like about the event. Still
Oh,
haven't
yeah?
heard back.
Mm,
It's okay though.
Yeah, I mean, you
It's okay
trying.
though.
You trying.
Maybe they'll see this clip and they'll hit me back.
Right,
you go.
right. Yeah, for
Let me
sure.
do
Yeah,
promo for
fam,
you.
for sure. Yeah,
But no,
for
I
sure.
did hear it was a really, really good turnout, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Kid Pittman, he's a good dude. I don't really know K9, the barber guy. I don't really
Yeah.
know him, but
yeah.
I know Kid Pittman's a good dude, and like
Yeah.
a lot of people who went are good people too. So I
Right,
can
right.
only imagine.
It was dope.
Yeah.
Everybody was, respectful too. Like, like
Yeah.
nobody was going crazy.
Right.
Right. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll die on this car.
Whoa, yo,
Chill.
what?
you could have
Calm
that,
down.
my boy. What?
Yeah.
Who played on this kickball?
Yeah. All right, bro. You got it.
No.
You got it, bro. I'll see you
None of
Monday,
that.
bro. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, real deal. Like, Pete, that is like an actual like niche. But yeah,
Yeah.
shout out Pete for that. Because
Yeah.
he definitely found that niche and like really just ran.
That's
with
cool.
it.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's the one who does the basketball league. It's his
You
league.
be doing that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he has like the kickball tournaments, the leagues. I don't know if he does any other sport, but he's really mainly known for the kickball. Like they went viral on like TikTok and like popped off.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because he was just posting the kickball clips and then also just going live on TikTok. And again, it's such a niche thing. Like, how many kickball accounts can you name off the top of your head?
yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
Facts,
saying?
facts.
Like,
Yeah.
so
Wow,
that's
man.
that's interesting though.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
That's fine.
Have you planned any like new content or any style or anything?
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
wanna
I
do?
got this weekend. I'm like doing it 1,000% because I already turned into work.
Nice,
Ooh.
Okay.
Great feeling.
nice.
I turned it in, and I'm saying it here now for the first time. First drop, 2025, January 27th, out Monday. So not this Monday, but the next Monday.
Hey,
gonna be
wait,
out.
we gotta get snaps. We
It
haven't
already
done
got
that this
approved.
season yet.
You feel me?
Oh,
All that. So this
what's-
weekend I'm shooting content for it. For
Heck
sure.
yeah, heck
nice.
yeah.
For sure.
Nice.
So
What's the like
the
title?
vibe
Yeah,
or the
yeah,
well, it's
yeah.
called What I Needed. What I needed. What I needed. So it's you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I'm hyped for it because I don't know. It's one of them. I'm sure you know what I'm saying. Like when you work on something for so long, and then I was like, all right, bro, like I got it. Like I'm done.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I can't
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
touching it like I'm
Yeah,
done.
yeah.
And it felt so good, bro.
Heck
when it
yeah,
got
bro.
approved, and I'm like,
Nice.
all right, cool. And it's up every month. I'm gonna be on it. So
You got it, bro.
Nice.
You got it.
yeah.
what do you
Yeah,
mean
you got it.
approved?
Like I sent it into the distributor, and you know they approved
Oh,
like
okay.
the song, the cover, all that. You know.
Oh, okay.
Shout out United Masters.
Okay,
Yep, yep.
nice.
That's how I found out too of like those posts I made recently of like I was
Oh,
like,
I did see you post that.
Indonesia,
Yeah,
Russia,
people have been listening
Mhm.
to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
all them stuff like that was cool. I never looked at it till that day.
Yeah.
That's dope, man.
I honestly put a smile on my face, bro. Like I went out, I
Hey.
got my phone, and Caitlin was like, "What you smiling so hard for?" Like, cause she was doing something. I was like,
Taste
"Hold
those
on."
earwax, bro.
Because I didn't see that, so I was like, "Damn, that's cool." Like what? Just off a beach, bro.
Taste of this earwax,
Just off a
dog.
beach?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's tough.
That was crazy.
That's good. How many plays is 100 Degrees up to?
I don't know. It wasn't. I don't think it's like tracked correctly.
Right, because I feel like even on my own like Apple Music like
Yeah.
replay, like 100 Degrees is in the top 5 of like songs I listened to the year, and
Yeah.
it only said like I remember it said like a smaller number than I feel like it should have been for how many times I played it.
Right. Right.
I feel like Apple streams are a little different.
Right, I
Yeah.
feel like I'm like
Maybe.
I don't
I
know.
mean, I don't know. I haven't really seen too much of like Apple statistics with streaming, but I mean, Spotify,
Right.
obviously, you could just see it,
right.
you know. But yeah, Apple, maybe it's a little different.
It was like it was a number that I was like, all right, ain't no way.
Yeah.
I think it was like 7 plays. I was like,
Yeah.
What?
come on, it ain't.
Cap.
That's what I know.
Yeah. That's how I
bro.
felt when I dropped Clarity, bro. I
Yeah.
seen
No way.
5 people. It was like the first day. I got humbled so hard. I was like, bro, I know more than 5 people. Like
Right.
that's crazy.
Right. I know,
Yeah,
that's
was-
crazy.
Start looking at your friends crazy. You're like, you know what I'm saying? Like y'all should
You're,
have
like,
been.
you're dapping me
Yeah.
up, telling me this is good. You
Yeah,
just-
keep grinding, bro. Keep grinding.
right, one of them. Oh man.
And you ain't never opened it. All right.
You're like, tell me a
All
lyric.
right, all right,
Tell me a
yeah,
lyric.
tell
Just
me.
one lyric. Just
Just one lyric.
What's the name of it again? You
Oh,
don't even know?
McDonald.
That's when you walk away. Oh man.
But yeah. So maybe that's a possibility.
Yeah.
Bro, did
Yeah,
you
I
get-
don't think it's like tracked right, so I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but that definitely is not right. I've definitely
yeah.
alone listened to it. Like it has to be like almost 100 times
Yeah,
at
facts.
this point. Like
Same.
it has to be.
Same. Facts.
But I was gonna say, did you guys see? You don't have Snapchat, right?
No, I don't got no Snapchat now.
So I posted a clip of 2 years ago, like a couple days ago, 2 years ago. Did you see it?
Oh, that's cool.
I haven't been on Snap in like the last couple days.
I'm just gonna show you guys
Did you
then.
break from it or something? Like,
No. I'm like transferring phones. My phone's
word?
locked out, and I have to wait till a couple days for
Okay.
Apple to verify it and stuff. That's what I was telling you. I was
Oh,
like,
no
I would text you
way.
because I literally lost all contacts and everything.
Got you.
But I mean, you can get it back. It's just
Yeah,
you know how
yeah. Right.
Apple is. They got to make
You
sure
gotta
it's
go
like
through
you.
all that now,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So I haven't been on that in
I
a
just-
while.
Okay. Anyways,
Oh, that
I just kind of want to show you guys. Yeah,
How long
I'll
was this?
I'll insert it for y'all,
Facts.
but
That's crazy.
I'll insert it for you guys. But I just want you guys. Can you both see it like this?
Yeah.
Isn't that insane? This is
Yeah.
where we started 2 years ago. Like that's. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. Yeah.
That's insane. 2 years ago.
Even
Oh, yeah,
look at
Nazir's in this one,
Nazir,
too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was us. Oh yeah, it was us 5 then.
You see us all wearing matching shirt. That's so funny. It's so dope. But yeah, so isn't that? It was just insane. Like I posted that on my Snapchat story, and I was like, 2 years later, same grind, just looks a little different
Right,
now.
just
You
looks
know?
different. Yeah, that's really
It's a
what
little
it
light
is.
flex, just a
Yeah.
light flex.
Yeah.
You can see though that like the steps are being taken up.
Oh yeah,
see
for
what
sure.
I'm saying?
And I think that is.
Consistency
I think the
does,
coolest
baby.
thing. What'd you
Sorry.
say?
I said that's what that consistency does. baby.
Yeah, literally.
Facts.
And that's why I had to clip that last one that you said because I feel like a lot of people relate to that, and I feel like just continuing to do this just really does show and prove to people like as long as you're consistent, like it's gonna go up. You know,
Yeah.
like you're gonna
Yeah.
go up.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
as long
yeah.
as you're consistent
Yeah.
with it,
Yep.
and just showing like from where it was 2 years ago to where it is now, and like where we're even gonna keep going.
Right,
So
right.
insane. And I
Yeah.
think like honestly, I don't know why, but I feel like last year I did not process my year. Like I feel like everything that I did last year in 2024 didn't fully process like for me because I feel like I was so like go and like
Yeah.
mentally just like jammed all the time that I didn't like process like all the cool things I did. Like
feel
when
that.
I tell you like when after I did the event, after the event was done and everything, and in my head for some reason it felt like literally like this big like snowball. Like when I first said I wanted to do the event, it's this big snowball going and going and going and going, ramming towards like the event date of me trying to, you know, make sure everything's right and
Yeah.
like going crazy. Literally like it consumed my whole entire life. Like I was like, I just want this event to come here and be done already because of how much work it really did take. And so the event came and everything and everybody loved it and
Yeah.
everybody said it was a success
it's
and they
fire.
want more and they want
Yeah.
another one. But I would like I genuinely it was so weird and I hate to say this, but I didn't feel anything from the event. Like I didn't feel
Yeah.
anything about like after I did the event. I didn't feel super proud of myself. I didn't feel like crazy about it like I thought I was.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that was like the first time I ever like experienced that, I feel like. And it was
Yeah.
so weird to me that I wasn't over the moon proud of myself because of how much of a success it was, you know?
Yeah.
And I just, you know, event happened, whatever. I didn't really even talk about it afterwards. I didn't like really do much about anything afterwards.
Yeah.
And I like was really trying to figure out like why
Yeah.
I like reacted like that without like meaning to react like that. And I genuinely think it was just because like I was just fried from like
Yeah.
working so hard. Like
Overstimulated, yeah.
literally,
That
like I
does
feel like my
happen.
circuits were just fried. It was just like, okay, next day. Like, you
Yeah,
know, like
facts,
it was
facts.
really weird. And I wish I would have like embellished the moment a little bit more
Just
and
like
really
chill for a
soaked
second.
it in.
Yeah.
I really wish I would have done that. And next time I know to do that, but
Yeah.
last time I did not, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, yeah. And so even now, I feel like the thing that I'm trying to, what I really took away from it is really trying to be present and trying to really be in the moment. Like when I'm
Yeah.
doing things now, like
Yeah.
that's my goal for this year is to really be in the moment when I'm doing things now.
That's a great goal.
Yeah.
Because like I said, I just feel like I'm in my head all the time, thinking about things all the time and like thinking about what to expect and what it's going to feel like and what it's going to look like. And,
Yeah.
you know, all of that for specifically, you know, the event that it takes away from me actually being present in the moment. So that's one thing I'm trying
Feel
to
that.
work on.
Jeez.
I'm there with you. I'm
That's
on the
hard.
Same,
It's-
same
It's
boat.
tough.
Same boat. Being present. You know what's crazy? The like last year when I started like the whole daily thing, and it was in November, and I forget why I actually like went and did it. But I think we talked about it in the last podcast, just about like actually saying, okay, I'm actually gonna do something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and we've talked about it before, but I think like for me, just that being present thing has been a really like a major change for me. Like I've noticed like huge changes. I'm just like, dang, I was like depriving myself of this for so long, you know. And the same thing, like just being in your head all the time. Like I'm always in my head, bro, like rent free all the time in my head.
Yeah.
And I started in November where I'm just gonna like try, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, when you said that, I definitely felt that like. It's weird. It's almost like, damn, how can you feel like so numb?
Right.
Something so good around you happening. It's just
Yeah.
like, yeah, whatever. It just
Right.
happened. It's scary a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But it's good. I think you worked through that really well, understanding it happened, and then just, you know, this is what I'm gonna put forward for next time.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So
It was
I
like a
mess with that.
weird, like, you know, how people say like post-concert depression, where they like, you know what I'm talking about when I say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something on the
It was
last
almost
tour
like
together,
that. It was like
really
a
sad.
weird like post-event depression where I was
Yeah.
like I told you, like I just had gone from everything going crazy to like, okay, now the event's done. I'm like, okay, like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was so
Yeah.
weird.
I feel like too is because, especially like as creatives or people that are striving for something, I don't know. It's one of those things of like, you know, like, man, I guess you could be like, I could do better,
Right.
or you know, I don't know. You're shooting for up there type thing. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I get
Yeah. So
you.
like in your head,
Yeah.
like you said, okay, that happened, but I'm still gonna keep going.
Yeah, I
Like, I
still
still
got all
gotta
this.
keep
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Like I still
Yeah.
gotta go. I still gotta aim for more. That was cool, but I gotta aim for more.
Right.
That's how I be feeling.
Yeah.
That's how I be feeling.
Yeah, no, definitely. I could definitely relate to that too. When, like you said, like I did it. It was really cool, awesome. Okay, what's next? And I kind of had that weird moment. That's weird that you say that because I did have that weird moment where I realized, and like, this is not how you should think about things like
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
But when I realized, I was like, I don't think it's like, it's hard because in the industry that we're in, like, what defines success? Like, what is that thing that you're gonna do?
Facts.
What is that thing that you're gonna do or
Yeah.
achieve that means you're successful now and like you
Right.
can like
Yeah.
chill, like you know?
Yeah.
In the industry, nothing.
Yeah,
Like, you know
nothing.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever genuinely get to the point where I feel like I've done it all and I've achieved everything and I'm good, you know? And it's like it's not a bad thing, you know, but it's also like I was like, dang, like I will always be striving for the next thing.
Right.
That's also just who I am, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
in the industry, like what really measures that for you? Do you have anything that
Yeah.
you think measures that?
For me, I think like my journey has been so different.
Right.
For like this story. Like I like talking about this stuff because I was doing 911 emergency. Like I was a totally different field, bro. Now, but
Right.
I always wanted to do music. Like,
Right.
but it was just like in here. That was it. Like it was a dream, cool. But now that I'm doing it now, in my head, I'm already very successful. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I'm like I went after this thing that I've been wanting to do since I was like a
Right.
jit, bro. Like
Right.
since I was small.
Right.
Yeah.
Like when my parents were asleep watching Michael Jackson videos on
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like
That's
I'm
super
actually doing
fire.
it now, and like shout out to Justin, bro. Like he helps manage me, but he also is like my mentor also. So he's giving me game on how to move in this industry, and like every time when we link, he'll come like just after this shoot, he's like, bro, he's like Mark, like you did really good today. Like your performance,
Good,
you did it, and
nice.
then just hearing that, I was just like,
Tough.
yeah, thank you.
Felt
You know what I'm saying,
comfy, bro.
Because I like the part of the music when we're doing things to add to it, add layers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the shows are like dope to me. I love doing shows, but I also love creating the stuff to make
To-
the experience better.
Yeah.
You know what I
Right,
mean? So
right.
like there's so many facets of that.
Yeah.
But the fact that I'm doing it now, you know, and
Right.
it's back to back, and I'm finding different avenues to keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
In my head, I'm like, bro, you're already on right now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
Yeah.
I think for me, that's helped me go even farther because, like musically, that's what I want to share, like global. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't think, okay, you know, just Florida or just Port Charlotte. Like I want everyone to hear my music.
Right.
Like and I know what that's gonna take, you know,
Right.
and it's gonna take what it's gonna take. Like so,
Right.
as long as I'm
Right.
on this earth, I'm like I'm gonna keep pushing this music because it's
1000%.
that's what
Yeah.
I feel like is what I've been cultivated
Right.
to do, you know. And I had the same mentality, but it was just in medicine, you know, like just making sure my patients felt good and like doing what I can to make sure they just felt safe, you know, because
Right.
you're showing up for people on like arguably like their worst day. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
Even if I didn't
absolutely.
want to go on that call, it's just like
Absolutely.
shoot,
Right.
smile, you know what I'm saying? If I can
Yeah.
make them laugh, cool, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
But like that was the mentality then, but now it's switched over to music, and it's kind of like the same for me. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just with music now, and like
Yeah.
to me, I feel very successful right now.
Yeah.
You know,
Good,
which in
good,
terms
good,
of
yeah.
continuing
Yeah.
that success,
Yeah.
no matter how small or big, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Success is success. Like, you know, a win is a win.
Yeah. It depends how you look at it. Some
Yeah.
people it's monetary, some people it's
Right.
mentality wise. You know what I mean? I
Right.
want to just be the super like Zen God. You know what I mean? Like nothing gets to me. You know what I mean? Cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like this is what you want, and that's what I
Right.
think like success is.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to put like a price on it. I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's because everybody has their own definition of success.
Facts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like, yeah, I feel like I will be successful when I'm doing what I love to do and I'm living comfortably.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
doing what I love to do.
Yeah.
That's my definition. You feel me? I'm
Yeah.
blessed and I'm happy right now where I'm at in my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be doing this. You feel me?
Yep.
So yeah, I mean when I'm able to do what I love, which is create every single day, and obviously that's gonna open other doors.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean? But when I'm able to do that every day, like that's how I'll be like considered
I mess with that.
successful in
I
Yeah,
mess with that
I agree
same.
with that.
in
I
that
agree with that
level.
too.
You feel me?
Yeah, I agree with
Because
that.
you know we're all creators
I
created
agree with
to
that.
create.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bar.
Exactly.
Know what I mean?
That's
so
Get some snap.
That's a little bio, bro.
you feel me? We all
Yeah.
got something to offer, which you said in the gym recently. We all got something to offer, bro. So
Yeah.
and you already know that's what we push. Like whatever it is, go for that. No matter if you're
Yeah, yeah,
50.
yeah.
You can go back to school if you need to or whatever
Yeah.
or want to and
Facts.
whatever it is, but you could do that.
Yeah.
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 That's insane, and I think that's actually a pretty good. Like, I agree with that a lot when you
Yeah.
said like when you can do it full time.
Right.
That is, I agree with that.
Yeah.
And
100%.
it's just curious if the people who do already do it full time, how do they measure their success then? You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
They have a
like that's what I'm
different-
saying. It's like I feel like it might be just like an ever evolving
Mm-hmm.
thing in your career to really think about what is it gonna be that I'm like, okay, I'm successful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
for me and like where I'm at right now, like I think it's so hard. Like I think I am successful with the things that I've endeavors and things that I've taken on and done, but I don't think I'm nearly anywhere close to the point where I want to be at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's so weird to me every time. Not weird, but it's so interesting to me every time someone's like, I'm really like, I just remember one time I was walking through the mall. I was walking through the mall and this girl that I had known in like high school saw me from afar. Like she was going up the escalator literally and at UTC and she literally shouted out to me. She's like, Amaya. She was like, I'm so proud of you. I see everything you're doing. Keep going. And it was
That's
just
dope.
like, and this was before the event. This
Yeah,
was
yeah,
before,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
before even
yeah.
like season 2, I think. And it
Yeah.
was just like, so it's like one of those things like, dang, like to other people, it may look like to other people, it may look like, I'm very successful. To other people, it may look like I have everything together. To other people, it may look like, yeah, exactly. To other people, it may look like I have everything figured out. Like, or like I said, like I am very successful. But then to me, in my own head, in my own place, I'm like, bro, like I feel like I'm just getting started. And like that's the
Facts,
most
yeah.
craziest thing is that I literally feel like I'm at the beginning still.
Perception is reality too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
True.
Both good and bad, but in
Yeah.
Right.
this
Yeah.
instance, obviously good. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's what that's kind of what I was like, kind of came to that conclusion within myself is like, it, like you said, like perception really is reality. And that's when I like knew that I needed to do a mindset change within myself to be like,
Yeah.
you can't look at everything negative like that,
Facts.
So you have to,
You need to
That's
step
something.
back sometimes and look
Yeah.
at and you need to step back and the mind always goes to negative. Like that's just like it's always I feel like everybody, you know,
Yeah.
you could be as positive as you can, but the mind always first immediately goes to like a negative, little tiny idea and then it kind of blooms from that and that's what you got to remember that you're not your negative thoughts, right?
Yeah.
You're not your negative thoughts.
Words have power.
Yeah, they do.
Words have power.
Yeah.
You've never seen a baby like learning how to walk and everyone's like boo. And it's like,
I seen that.
even the baby gonna be like, yo,
Yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah.
walk. What do you
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
that's
Everybody's
another
always cheering them on.
facts,
Yeah.
facts. Yeah. So I feel like even when you get in those bad thoughts, which by the way, man, shout out to those mental health days Like, and when the episodes where we've talked about mental health,
Mm-hmm.
boy, man,
They're
we
serious.
going through it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're
But
serious.
like I've dived and done more research on it and like how to help myself to do it.
Yeah.
Tough.
And back on what we were saying, like words have power. Justin, Bianca also does it too, but most recently Justin, we was talking about something and I was just, man, what if it doesn't work? What doesn't? He's like, bro, why would you even put that in the air, bro?
Yeah.
like,
Right.
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
say that.
Right.
Like, he was really like, bro, don't say that. Like, do
Yeah.
not say that.
Yeah.
So now that's kind of like what I try to adopt. I'm like,
Yeah.
we putting out there. If you always like, I can't do it, I can't do it, I
Right.
can't do it, I can't do it. It's like, why you keep telling yourself you can't do
Right.
something? Like, it's
Right.
gonna happen. And what you gonna say when it don't happen?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I just be like, no, this will work. So even if it doesn't, you still told yourself it was gonna work. So you
Right.
still put
Right.
your best foot
Right.
forward anyways.
100%.
Such a mind hack, bro.
Yeah.
100%.
Crazy.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you like? What you said, like you did your research and like deep dove a little bit. What were some of the things that you found?
So I found like for me, I took those tests to like see if you have ADHD,
Oh,
depression,
yeah?
anxiety.
Okay.
And a lot of them made like tips of like making like a toolbox for yourself, toolbox of things, not like a physical one, but just like
Right.
mental and things that you can latch on to help you like work through something. Like for me, I can get in my head a lot about like stuff that I have coming up, and it'll cause me to like procrastinate like so much. It's
okay.
almost like I'm almost not wanting to do it because for whatever reason,
yeah.
you know what I mean? But I've told myself to just not do it. So you're just like holding off. Now when something happens, you're already behind the 8 ball now because you got to
Right.
deal with the fact that you've been thinking like that. So one of
Yeah.
the things I learned is just understanding like, okay, like I have to fix this problem now. It's going to be a bigger problem later. Like, why don't I look forward to the fact that, okay, let me fix this now. So now it's done and out the way and I can
Right.
deal with it. For me,
Right.
that was huge because like, bro, I be chilling sometimes, bro. Like, I be chilling
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
And it's like, let me do these couple things out the way. Just do it now.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
get out the way
Mm-hmm.
now. And so like you're decluttering your mind.
Right.
And I'm just like,
As
man,
you
that's
go
what
to
you
instead of holding on to it. Yeah, I
want.
feel that.
Exactly.
Feel that, yeah.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep.
And,
And
I guess it is better to just do it at the moment, right? If you can.
Yeah.
Right.
For me, that's a big one. I gotta do that. And what I was gonna say? I think it was about depression. What was it? Like appreciating your highs and your lows.
Okay. Yeah.
That's
That's,
another
a
big
good one.
Because
Yeah.
I realized for me, like when it's like a high for me, not like drug wise, I just mean like high,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
feeling good energy wise.
Yeah.
Like I'll
In
ride
life
like a
high.
good high, like I feel
Yeah.
it, like it's like really intense for me. But it's the same too when it's like a low.
Right.
You know, especially for me, it was like always joking or like swat. But like people notice like when it's just like not on for me,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it just shows on my
Yeah.
face. So and before I used to just
Feel
be like,
that.
man, why is this happening? Whatever. But it's like it's okay to just not feel it sometimes. Like that's okay.
Right.
You know, and like growing up with Caribbean parents, you couldn't tell your parents like. You know, I just thought that just wasn't a thing, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So growing up with that, you had to like realize it was trauma, you know what I mean? Like deal with it. And now it's like, okay, like this isn't like who I am. It's not
Yeah.
embedded in me. Like
Yeah.
it's an
Right.
indentation that I have, but like I can still deal with it. So like the toolbox metaphor, like it's been working like wonders for me.
That's awesome,
That's good.
bro.
To answer
That's
your
dope.
question.
That's
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
Toolbox.
That's dope. And I know you
Might have
like
to take that too from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$5.
I got you.
talk about that toolbox. I'm right. So. And I know you've read a lot of books too. I feel like about like especially your Rust book. I'm thinking more particularly of.
Right.
What are
It's a
some
cool
of
book.
those things that you've learned for yourself that comes to like helping with your mental and all that?
Right. So first too, I wish I could like say like, man, I've read books, but it's like I mean not like that, right?
Yeah,
but
no,
so you know what I'm
no.
saying? Like I literally just take a book and I'll like read a paragraph because really the books that I kind of gravitate to are like self-help books where you can just read something right quick and be like, oh, okay, cool, I can utilize that or not.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Rust one, I mean, major of like, it's what is it, you versus you, or you're the one
Right.
in
It's
your
all in
own
your
way.
head. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're in your own
Yeah.
way. That
Yeah.
type of
Yeah.
pointers, which is very true because it comes along with that of like you're in your own way of either procrastinating or you're putting something off or
Yep.
whatever the case may be. But also too of also always believing in yourself, always believing in yourself, whether you know you are up high in your highs or in your lowest lows. That's when you need it most, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's when you need it most.
Facts.
And I mean, remember on the way back to the crib from my mom on the phone
Oh yeah.
talking about, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Facts.
You know?
I mean, yeah, you can
come on,
Oh,
man.
Lord.
Nah, so like we was literally leaving here.
charge and like all like lots of encouragement, good vibes.
Right, we just we had no
Yeah.
podcast,
Yeah.
whatever, and I'm
Yeah.
on the phone with my Dukes. I love you, ma. And but she was like, I'm trying to talk to Lil Man. And I'm like, well, I'm not home right now. She's like, well, where you at? I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm over here. It's like,
No way.
she said, I told her what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's like, when are you
Oh, no.
gonna come back down to earth?
I'm sweating. I'm sweating.
And I'm just like, oh man, bro. Like
You gotta come back down there.
bruh. She's like, when are you gonna come back down to earth, bruh?
Yo.
So you said I'm recording a podcast, and she
Bruh. And it's been like that. It's been like that for like,
I'm crying real tears.
come on
Caribbean
now,
Paris, bro.
That was-
Caribbean Paris.
that-
Caribbean
Come on
Paris.
now, man.
Caribbean
that is
Paris,
so
bro.
crazy. That is wow. Yeah.
But it's
Caribbean
just,
parents.
I feel like, I don't want to say I'm used to that, but she has, my whole family's really
Yeah.
still on me of like, like, hello, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And it's like, but I can't wait to like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what I was
Prove
doing.
wrong, prove
Like,
wrong. Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
With
Yeah.
love. With
Yeah.
love.
Yeah.
Love, yeah, for sure.
Same here,
So-
bro. My parents, man, like
Yeah.
they would rather see me do anything else, but music, anything
Yeah.
else but
Yeah, yeah.
music.
Bro, you really meant that when you
Anything
said
else
it.
but
too.
music,
You
bro.
said
It's
they
same.
love
Like
you.
I love my parents to death, bro. I really
Right.
do. Like my parents, like shout out to them. Like I am the way I am because of them. You know what I mean? Like I have great
Facts.
things I love about myself because my parents were like the music boys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
you're not prayed enough. I'm like, bro,
yeah.
what? Like, yes, I am. That's you know what I'm saying. But to
Yeah.
not to fault their own, but like my parents, you know what I mean. They came from another country
Right.
over here
Right.
for a better life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how they received that was just like, hey, you go and work. And you do this thing, and then you provide
Right.
for your family, which they did
Right.
for us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
From
Right.
since I was born to now, I always had a
Right.
roof over my head.
Right.
My parents always provided for me. I was never in want. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Mm-hmm.
I can't take that away from them. But I know also like to follow your dream, like it's
Yeah.
just something you just gotta put up with. You know, I laugh about it just because it's funny. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Like
yeah.
I grew up with Haitian
Gosh,
parents.
dude.
Like if you grow up with Haitian parents, Caribbean parents, like there's not much else that should scare you. Like low
Yeah,
key.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
I'm the same way, you know. Like I think now I have respect for my parents where I listen to what they're saying, but like I also love them in a way so they know that like I'm also not gonna stop doing the music either.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I love y'all, but like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
Facts.
stop. And like you said, like with love, I just want y'all to know
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna like ban y'all from my life or
Right,
something.
right,
you know what
right.
I'm saying? Like
Right.
even like the nose ring, like that's the only time I take it off when I go to my parents' house.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
because I don't like seeing
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I can do
Right.
that. Everywhere else, I just gonna have to see it.
It's
you
also
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
you're respecting them. too, your
Exactly.
parents.
So it's there. You know what I'm
Gots to,
saying? But
right.
like as
Yeah.
far as like the music goes, I think they're kind of coming more terms with it now, seeing me when they
Right.
call them like, hey, I'm over here for a music video. I'm doing this or I'm
Right.
doing that.
Yeah.
You know, I can hear
They
they just
see
like,
it.
man, you could be
Yeah.
at home reading your Bible. I'm like, I could, but like I'm doing music.
I'm working. I'm working.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
but
Working.
yes, but no, but yes.
Yeah. So
That's
that's
it,
why
yeah.
when he'll say that, like I the connection was there. Like I felt
That
it.
I think
I
I
felt
think
that.
that takes the cake.
Bruh.
That takes the
No,
cake. That
for
was
sure.
crazy.
There's nothing
That
more
was
than that. Yeah.
And it's been like that, bro, for since I started with this whole like music journey. You know what I mean? Like,
What'd you say after?
I mean, what did I say? I mean,
I don't remember. I just get off the phone. He was like, man. I was like, what?
come
What
on
do you-
now, dog.
Yeah. Come on, dog.
Come on, dog.
Come on, man.
Honestly, what I
You did
probably
good.
said, that was pretty good.
Thank
what
you, thank you,
What I probably said was just, like, I think I honestly told her, I was like, Ma, like, you really gonna, like, right now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
facts,
No,
facts,
right now. Like,
facts.
I'm not driving
Yeah.
So I'm in
Yeah.
the car with somebody else like right now, and I think she was just like, well, I mean, you need to put your feet on the ground or something like that, and I was like, I got you, like,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
I
yeah.
love you. I'll call you tomorrow.
Yeah. No, you handled that like a G.
Right,
bro.
yeah,
You
yeah,
handled that. Yeah.
Cause like
Yeah.
I said, bro, it's been like that, bro, for my whole family. I've had talks to like where my uncle will sit me down, my aunt will sit me down. Yeah, bro,
Dang,
like
dang, dang.
you know what I mean, and it's like
feel
I
that.
you know I know they're doing it with love because
Right,
obviously
yeah,
like
yeah.
when I'm in an older status and I see like you know
Mm-hmm.
my son having kids or whatever, I'm gonna be saying things with love as well, and I want
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
I want to see them their best, but
Right.
I'm also gonna believe in them and be like, all right, well, if that's really what you really want to do,
Yeah.
bro,
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Support you. Go.
Yeah.
Go for it. You know.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. It's kind of wild because y'all are a different generation than I am.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like Caitlyn was more so y'all's I feel like generation
Yeah.
because you're the oldest, right? You're not the oldest though. You're the youngest, right?
Yeah.
But I my mom never my mom has always supported everything I've done from the very beginning.
Yeah.
But that's also because I'm a woman, so I think that's also a big difference between you guys. And also I've been doing that stuff since the elementary school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Right
There's
off
always
the
a
gate.
Drama doing your
Yeah,
stuff.
right off the
Yeah,
gate.
Been
yeah.
active with all that.
Yeah.
Theater
I've
kid,
always
theater
played
kid.
instruments. I've always, done the acting stuff. So
Right.
it kind of just made sense, everything, the way that everything kind of played out. I even I started going to college to be a music theater teacher.
what's
That's
up.
how much I loved it.
Yeah.
And then I realized that you don't really get paid that much. So
Really?
and when I was as a teacher, you don't really get paid
Well,
that
true,
much.
true.
So I which is unfortunate, which is so crazy how that is. But because at the time I was a restaurant manager too. So I was paying for my own education out of my pocket. And I was already making more as a restaurant manager at the age of 19, 18 than I would have after I paid for a whole degree out of my own pocket. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, doesn't really make sense no more. So then honestly, Powerful Mind, I created Powerful Mind while I was also in college in 2020. Literally created Powerful Mind in 2020. I had moved out finally on my own in August of 2020, which is so crazy. I also think back to the pandemic and us being in our houses wasn't that long.
What do you mean,
Us being on
timeline?
lockdown.
Oh.
Yeah, was
Oh,
not as
Florida
long as
wasn't
it
on
felt.
lockdown very long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
was not.
as a
It was only
whole.
what would you say 6 months?
I'd say it was around, maybe at the most, maybe 9. Maybe I don't think it was a whole year.
It was not. No, because I literally moved out to college in August of 2020.
August 2020.
Yeah, moved
So
to
lockdown
Tampa.
started shortly in 2021.
It was actually 20.
It was 2020.
It was
Yeah.
2020?
It was in the beginning
Okay.
of 2020. Yeah,
The
it was
beginning,
literally
yeah.
February.
Lockdown?
Yeah. Because I remember Trey was just pretty much born.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
I thought it was 2021.
He was like a baby and it was locked down. We weren't able to see nobody.
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
whatnot. And I was considered an essential worker at that time.
Same.
What?
Yeah.
Same.
Wait,
Same.
you were you still a paramedic at that time?
Yeah.
That's super essential.
What about
yeah.
you?
I was doing the surveying. So that
Oh,
that was
okay.
considered
And they
essential.
considered that
Yeah,
essential.
I was still working. But I remember, man, everything was so empty everywhere.
Yeah, everybody was arguing about who was essential and who was not.
It's no, I am. Let me out the house.
Bro, we be arguing,
remember
man. People be arguing about some stuff that had nothing to do with nothing, bro. Big arguments, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
essential. You're not. I'm like, okay.
Man,
bro.
whatever,
look.
right?
So
Fact
when I
check.
put in lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
it says that in China in January 23rd, 2020, which is my birthday, which is so wild. A city of 11 million was the first town to be placed on lockdown
Yeah, they don't play around out there.
in 2020. And then it says extended weekend lockdowns and everything continued all the way up to March. I'm sorry, in May.
May, right?
It was continuing to do that. They were just continuing to just do new lockdowns, literally. And then it says May. 2 months of COVID. Yeah, it says after 2 months of COVID lockdown. So yeah, so it was literally in the beginning of 2020 when everything went on lockdown. I remember because I didn't get a graduation or a
that's
prom
right.
That's tough. That's
or
tough.
anything or a grad bash or anything.
I thought didn't some people they do the driveway graduation?
Yeah, I did one of those.
Yeah.
You were
How
at
was
it.
that?
both were at it.
yeah. I remember the picture.
Yeah,
I remember that.
We were all like in the back room. We just like took pictures, and like that was my graduation. That's where I wore my cap and gown.
I remember.
It was so insane, but it's okay. Life happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was wild. But anyways, I digress. Going back to what we were originally talking about.
I know, right? We went
the
all the way
parents.
through.
Yeah. Oh, that was
Yeah.
one thing I was gonna say real quick. That's also why my parents felt some type of ways because I went to school first. You know what I mean? Like I went to EMT school,
yeah.
got hired, went to paramedic school while I was working there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So then it was just like, hey, I'm gonna do music now. So like, I think that's where
Right.
the disconnect was. You know?
Yeah.
I could tell my parents like I'm stop doing music. Tomorrow they're gonna be like, all right, bet, like we gonna
Yeah.
get you in this nursing program. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which I mean, I get it. You know, what I'm saying?
yeah.
I'm not. It's no shade to them. You know,
Right.
and as a EMT paramedic, they make good money. You know what I'm saying? Like you can EMTs and medics could flex on a lot of rappers, bro.
Right.
They make some bank.
Yeah,
you know
they
what I'm
did.
saying?
Yeah, they.
But that's obviously not like the main reason why I'm
Right.
doing music. So
Right.
that's that change there
Hey, man, you
versus
did.
doing it. You know,
Yeah.
your parents have been on just longer. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I'm just experiencing it, like from 2017 till now.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
So yeah,
Got you.
that was the correlation I was trying to make.
Damn.
Yeah.
I've been feeling that since like what? God dang.
Since you were what did you do out of high school?
Well, I went to college for a semester.
Nice.
Pat myself in the back for that.
Yeah, that's good.
Did one. Then I was like, man, I was like working 2 jobs and I was just making money.
Yeah.
So I was like,
yeah.
I don't know, I'm gonna just work, make some money, and then I was just working a lot, working everywhere, and then I moved to Orlando like a couple years after, and then that's when. So that I mean, shoot, at least like 13 years.
Jeez.
13 years.
Yeah.
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 Of like making music and
Right.
know,
Being in that-
striving for this journey,
Yeah.
this life. So
And I also feel like people, especially like in your situation, don't also like if they just don't do stuff like that or don't have any goals or dreams or desires of their own, they just don't understand. And I've noticed that.
Yeah.
Like anytime, that's just a characteristic in these people that I've noticed. People who do like doubt what you're going or like why are you doing what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, like it makes no sense because you're not getting this or not you know what I'm saying. It's because they do not have any of their own goals or dreams or anything that they've actually strived for outside of the book of what you're supposed to do.
Or they
You know
gave
what
up
I'm
on
saying?
theirs.
Yeah,
Right.
or they already gave up on it and they're like
Facts.
whatever
Projection.
yeah, so exactly, yeah.
and it's
so.
like you right, and it's like I'm not judging nobody because of that, because like we all go through stuff that
Yeah.
shoot,
Right.
maybe something happened that you couldn't keep on chasing what you really wanted to, and you
Right.
sacrificed
Absolutely.
that to give your family a better opportunity, and that's something super major that a lot of people won't be able to do. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's just more of those that of like again, I'm gonna show you with love that like right now it may not seem like things might be a little shaky and like shoot you feel me, but
Yeah.
just trust me, trust
Facts,
us,
facts,
trust what
facts.
we got going on,
Yeah.
and you about to see a glow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another reason too. Like, I feel like this time I'm moving at a way faster pace. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? As the label's getting more stuff for me to do too. Like,
Yeah.
just moving at a very faster pace now because I'm most like the only thing we can't get back is time.
Right.
You feel me? Like it's
Yep.
if it's gone, that's it.
Yep.
So
Yep.
like all the people like Gary, I think Vaynerchuk, Gary V talks about that
Yeah,
a
he
lot.
does.
He'll hear people say, "Oh, I'm 40 something." He's like, "Oh, you're young. You know what I mean?" But I think
Which
it was
is-
more
it
like
is
our
true.
generation.
true.
I think like for us, especially when you're like in your mid to late 20s, people are just already like, "Oh, like you should have had this already or had this already." You know what I mean? I think that was like our generation thing and how we just went to school and just how it looked for us, you know,
Right.
which is very different from y'all's generation,
Right.
who are just feel like, if this is what you want to do, just go do it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Go do it. It
Right.
was very different for us. It
I
was
think
almost
so,
like
yeah.
a fear thing. So
Right.
I definitely like vibe with a lot of your generation who has that mindset because that helped me a lot
Oh, yeah.
to go after what I want. So now the speed is really important for me now because
Right.
you only have a certain amount of time where you can do something at a high level
Right,
before
yeah.
it starts to,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So it's like, dang, that kicked my butt into gear a lot because
Right.
like what we started about last time, being like starting, stopping, starting, stopping. Like
Yeah.
I was just like move with like purpose. Like
Right.
success loves speed.
Now you also
know?
have more time too.
Yeah,
You switch
yeah,
like
yeah.
careers and you got
Yeah,
more
yeah,
time.
yeah.
for
Exactly. Like I turn 23 next Thursday.
Fire.
And I feel like I've already lived like so many different lives. Like, literally. I feel like I've already lived so many different lives. So I'm like, I don't know. I just feel super confident in like everything that I'm doing and where I'm going, the vision that I have in my head. I've been like that since, I've been like that my whole life. If I really want to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure out how to do it, And if I say I'm going to do something, like I really will, I'm going to figure out how to actually do it, But it comes down to also being super thankful that my mom did always support me in all of my endeavors and everything. My dad, it's kind of interesting because I feel like when I was younger, I related more to my mom and was very, very, very close to my mom. And I'm so close to my mom now. But I feel like now I'm getting closer to my dad than I've ever been, closer than I've ever been to my dad. Because him and I feel like he understands the more like business aspect of everything and the hustle aspect of everything. Because my dad started his own AC company, which my dad just turned 63 earlier this week, which is insane. But insane. He didn't even graduate high school. He was one of 12 siblings.
Wow.
12
Big old
kids.
family.
And
Football
back
team,
then, literally. Back then,
Basketball team.
they were dirt poor too. So they're like 12 kids in like a 2-bedroom house is like what he said, And so he didn't go to high school. He needed to immediately start making money, you know what I'm saying? So that the whole family could eat. Like that's how all the men were in the family. They just all went out and started working. It was a different time, obviously, but he literally was picking fruits and stuff out in the fields. Like that's the type of work. And then so he didn't finish high school, but he created his own company. He started Perfect Weather AC, so his own AC company and also like construction company in 1986.
He's been out
And
here.
ever since then, that's all my father has done is his company, is work on his company. You know what I'm saying? Is every day he's just in there, And so like he does understand like that grind, that hustle, how much hard work it like things really do take. So then recently and I feel like also I'm not as open or quick to tell people like what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Or like what I'm working on or stuff like that. Like when it comes to like, my goals and everything. I'm not as quick anymore to tell people anymore.
People block
just
your
'cause-
blessings.
Yeah,
It's good
exactly.
to do that. It's good to do
Yeah.
that. Some things you
will
just
block
gotta,
your blessings.
you just gotta keep to yourself.
Yeah, or I feel like if they just won't understand, it's not even worth like going into or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I feel like though my father actually does understand, and as of late I've been really like talking to him and telling him everything that I am doing, and like everything that I am like working on whatever. And he literally like you can just see it in his face. He's like wow, like he like gets impressed, and it's like that's like a really really great feeling to have like my own dad like really understand like how hard I am actually working,
Right.
because I also used to like. Which is something that I did have to work on, which I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't say I have an ego. I don't think I'm like that type of person at all. But I used to get like offended when I felt like people didn't think I worked hard. Or like when I felt like people didn't think or like see or value how much I am doing or how hard, I am working. Or I felt like someone like would downplay me. Even to this day, that still triggers me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Don't trigger
Like,
anybody, bro. Don't
so-
trigger anybody.
Especially if you are putting in work.
Yeah. So that's something that I learned. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it really does not matter what anybody else thinks or says or knows. Like, as long as you're straight and you're focused, down, you can see where you're going. That's all
That's
that
what it
matters.
matters too.
That's all that
Honestly,
matters.
they gonna talk about you if you're doing good. They're
Yeah.
gonna talk about you if you're doing bad,
Yeah.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
might as well do what you want to do and be happy with yourself and what you got going on.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I'm at, bro. When I tell you,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know when I developed it, but like the horse blinders I have on
Right,
now, bro.
right.
Like,
Yeah.
I used to like what people said about me, like used to affect me a lot.
I'm saying, yeah.
And it's just like, man, I'm just trying, bro. You know, like saying I can't do this, saying this, and it's something like that was like continuing, like creeping into like my personal life between me and my wife. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
people just always talk, and it's fine. Like I get it. People are going to talk.
Right.
I'm not saying like I'm above it, but I'm just mean like you have to get to a point where it's like you can't care about it too much because it's gonna like it controls you. You know what I mean?
Right,
Always
right, yeah.
trying to figure out, why'd they say this about me? You know, don't they know I'm this way or like don't they know this? And like I used to draw myself crazy. Now it's just like
Yeah.
if you don't rock with me, like
Right.
respectfully, f you, bro. Like,
Yeah.
and in the most like. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No,
don't
seriously.
be mad that I don't care that you're trying to make fun of me.
Yeah,
Like,
no, seriously.
bro, like kick rocks. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
And if you with me, support me, cool. Like I rock with those people. Like
Right.
I surround myself around that. Like I'm very like protective of like my space and like my energy now.
Oh,
because
yeah.
I, like I'm trying to get over here, bro. Like I'm trying to. I can't afford
Yeah.
like be entertaining all this outside noise. Like it doesn't serve anything. You know?
Right.
So like
100%. I actually
with
really
that.
relate to that because I feel like earlier in 2024,
yeah.
you know, I kind of had like a reset on my life basically. And like, especially when I moved from Tampa, I didn't take any, like, I stopped being friends with everybody I knew from Tampa except for my two close friends. And then, yeah, earlier in 2024, I, honestly, like I was already focused, and I already was, you know, making those moves and everything for Powerful Mind and everything. That's when we launched season 2. Was earlier, like a year ago, was when we were launching season 2. And then, so I was already like doing that. I was already really focused on that and everything. And then I met Ishmael, and honestly, like once I met Ishmael and like him and I got settled with each other, you know, obviously dating and everything. I don't know, like chemically what happened in my brain, but I just realized like, wow, like nothing else matters. Like literally nothing else matters besides you and yours and what you're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm 22 and I have like 3 friends, but I love it that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I used to have large friend groups or, you know, go out all the time or like, you know, go out, you know, a couple days a week, go grab drinks or whatever. And like now I'm just like, I don't even know, like I don't even recognize that person anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's like very like interesting to me that I realize like who really is important in my life and who's not.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like I don't talk to nobody else. Like you know, like
Nah, I feel you, I
I
feel you, I
literally
feel you.
only have conversations with my family. Y'all, I mean, you're my family, but you know, you're basically family. Like you know, and the people I work with, like you know, when I do have to like do business, and literally my 3 friends, and like that's it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just so much like it's just so much better that way. I feel so much more clarity.
It's
No pun
easier.
intended, but yeah, I feel so much more. I feel so much more clarity and so much more focus. And I feel like you said, like I relate to you when you say like you feel like you're moving at rapid speed right now.
yeah.
I feel the exact same way. I literally feel like every single day I'm getting not only 1% better. I honestly feel like I'm getting like freaking like 15% better every day. Like you know what I'm
it's
saying?
like a challenge. Almost,
yeah.
You know.
Yeah, so I don't know what happened like in my brain there, but it really did do a shift, like honestly for the better, and I've only seen the fruitage of like you know
Took your labor.
the fruits of my labor. I really haven't seen them lately, and it's
Yeah.
nice. I just want to keep that going.
Nah, for sure. Let's keep it going. 2025.
2025, all
to
2025
infinity. To infinity. What?
and beyond.
yeah.
Do you guys have any final closing?
Boy, what you just
That was crazy because I
We
was
ain't paid a lot bill.
like that
That's
little switch
insane.
up?
You saw how I was about to say you guys have
Yeah.
any final thoughts or anything, and the light was like, all right,
Nope.
so we out.
Yeah. We're
Had a
done.
timer
You're done.
on that.
That's
bitch.
insane.
You're done. You're done. You're done.
That's insane. Any final thoughts or anything, guys?
I don't know. We covered a lot.
Yeah.
You did cover a lot. This
did
was
cover
like
a lot.
low
This was
key
good.
little therapy session here.
Yo,
Yeah.
relax.
Yeah.
You guys feel a little lighter?
Yeah, that was good. I mean, I wasn't feeling heavy or anything. So
I feel nothing. No.
it's so funny.
Right.
He said,
Nope. You know what I'm saying? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, no
yeah,
problem.
yeah, just whatever you want.
It's cool.
But no final thoughts?
Yes, I would say to everyone watching, 2025, like, go after what it is you want to do, whatever it is. Like, as someone who is now in like the entrepreneurial field, I used to have the doubts of like leaving my job, not working a 9 to 5 anymore. That's all part of the hustle, you know. Ooh, I'm gonna read you that. Remember when thing we was
Speak.
watching from Jamie Lee Curtis, what she said
Yo,
about
Come
no, I'm
on
sorry,
now.
I'm sorry.
that little clip you showed me.
Yeah, but I didn't have it written down here. The other one I have is Venus Williams,
Okay, all right.
and it's a quote that she says, "Discipline is freedom." I was like,
Oof.
that's a
Tough,
bar.
yeah.
She says, "You get what you want. When discipline is freedom, you get what you want. You're free to live your dream. You're free to do the things that you love. Then you start to love the discipline. When you don't have the discipline, that's when the anxiety kicks in because you know you're not paying the price."
Mm.
I'm like, dang, bro. Every time you start getting a little freaked out, you're like doing all this because you know you're not doing what you're supposed to. You're supposed to be paying the price.
That's
So
right.
if you don't pay the price, you get nothing. You have to pay the price, and you have to have the discipline, and the world is open to you. Yeah, I kept that on my phone, bro, because that's facts. Like,
Yeah.
Dang,
everything that
yeah.
we talking about now that we want to have to do, we have to like stay at it,
Yeah.
like discipline our bodies. You know, in the
yeah.
Bible, growing up Jehovah's Witness, like there was a verse in the Bible that says like you have to like lead your body as a slave, meaning like you're controlling over your body. You're not being so open and like lackluster towards your desires, whatever that may be, not
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like sexual, you know what I mean, like
Right.
whatever it is like holding you back from getting what you want.
Right.
So it's all like a hustle, you know, for everyone, whatever it is. Like you have to lead your body as a slave. You have to be the one to be like, no, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this
Mm-hmm.
to get there. So that's my message to everyone. That's what it's going to take. Like I signed it with myself. I already know what it's going to take. You know what I mean? I'm
Facts.
paying the price. So
Yep.
that is my message to everyone
Salute
for
to that.
2025.
I like that. I like that.
And yo, music video dropping soon, or coming. You know what I mean,
Yep,
right?
yep.
She's working hard,
And we got our record dropping
got
soon.
all that stuff going too. And yes,
Yep.
you know what I mean. The
And you got your E EP.
No.
girl like you gonna buy 27th. Yep. What I needed dropping. Watch out.
Yeah.
That's it.
And as always, guys, make sure you go like, subscribe, comment, check out our Instagram. We have all of our reels and exclusive content on there at powerfulmind.official. And you see it every Tuesday. We got new videos. So we'll see you
You dig.
next Tuesday.
You feel me?
Peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?